Best wishes of the morning to all of you, class 12. Class 12. Welcome to English literature period. First book is going on Flamingo. From his first lesson, it is continued. The last lesson, written by Alphonse Daudet. Dear students, today we have to start from here. While I was wondering about it all, young Hamel mounted his chair in the same grave, gentle tone which he had used to me, said, "My children, this is to the last lesson I shall give you. The order has come from Berlin to teach only serve in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive. Please listen." While I was wondering about it, while the student French reached in the class, he was feeling wonder, seeing everything, change everything. Why young Hamel was sitting on the chair in very grave position. He was in very serious condition, serious position. I mean, very seriously he announced. He addressed the student. My dear children, this is the last lesson taught by me. Why? Because the order has come from Berlin to teach here only German, not French. It is the last day to teach French language in the schools of two districts, Alsace and Lorraine. From tomorrow you would have new teacher. So being attentive, being concentrated, listen me whatever is taught by me. With these words, there was a thunderclap in the class. Oh, wretches! That was what they had put up at the town hall. My last French lesson, why I hardly knew how to write. I would never learn anymore. I must stop there. Then, oh, how sorry I was for not learning. My lessons for seeking birds' eggs and going sliding on the star. My books that had seemed such a nonsense a while ago, so heavy to carry. My grammar and my history of the saints were old friends now that I couldn't give up. Yamamel too. The idea that he was going away, I should never see him again, made me forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. My last French lesson, the student French thought that was his last French lesson. Actually, the student French very hardly he knew nothing. He knew nothing about the grammar. He was very poor, and very hardly knew how to write because whole year he didn't practice to write. He was very careless. But on that day he stopped. Why? Because those days he was getting interest. He forgot everything, previous everything. Which book did he feel very bored, nonsense, heavy to carry? That day, that book, that lesson, that teacher was feeling very interesting. Poor man, it was in honor of this last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday clothes, and now I understood why the old man of the village was sitting there in the back of the room. It was because they were sorry too that they had not gone to school more. It was their way of thanking our master for the 40 years of faithful service and showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more. Poor man. Now, French understood very well why did all the villagers, old men, other persons came there in the classroom and took the place very seriously. They were listening M. Hamel very seriously, very attentively. Why? Because that was sorry. They were sorry. They were sorry. They knew very well that was the last day of learning French language of his native place. And they were presented there to present their thanks to the master because Hamel had given 40 years to the school. He served the school 40 years, for 40 years. In order of showing respect for the country, all the leaders were present there. Please prepare 2 questions and with answer. This is your homework. Thanks. Have a nice day.